So Clash Mini recently put out a tweet asking the community for their wish list for the next update. So this being the case, I think we can infer that there is a Clash Mini update coming relatively soon. When that will be, I have no idea. Also, Frame let us know that the current work in progress title of the next Small Talk episode is Fixing the Oopsies. And this probably means that the majority of the next update will be based on correcting what they got wrong with the previous update. Because while the previous update was pretty good, there were a lot of big changes that really didn't help the game at all. So in this video, I thought I would go over my wish list for this next update and talk about some changes that I want to see for the game. Also, let me know with a comment down below if you want to see me do future videos like this, because I don't really normally do discussion-based content, but I would love to do more in the future. So to start things off, we need to go to the shop. And the first thing I would like to talk about is the gambling. Toy boxes and fun boxes are honestly gambling. It's literally gambling in a mobile game, because when you're buying a fun box, you don't know what you're gonna get. There's a percentage chance for everything, like emotes and skins, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Honestly, my biggest gripe with it over everything is the fact that these have duplicates. They should make the boxes where once you've unlocked something like an emote or a skin, you can't get it again, and there are no chances for duplicates. And while you do get reimbursed for your duplicates, I would much rather just get what I want. That's how I'd fix things if they were to keep the boxes, just make everything a one-time thing with no duplicate. But I personally think they should just get rid of fun boxes entirely. Like, there's already deals in the shop where we can get shards and emotes and skins and stuff like that, and those can also be re-rolled on a daily basis. So why are toy boxes and fun boxes a thing if all these other things are in place? So the number one thing on my wish list, get rid of the boxes or rework them completely to make it so that way it isn't just gambling. And that kind of segments me into my second item on my wish list, and that is that I feel like the prices for everything are just so expensive. These two skins for the archer and the miner are both cool, but I do not think that each skin is worth $10 each. In terms of the skins that are purchasable for gems, why can't they be the same price that they were when they were first released? I can understand maybe a slight upcharge if you didn't get them the first time, but this is a massive upcharge compared to what these skins were the first time. Even the crystal coin skins as well. I get that they're exclusive and like you're supposed to only have like a few of them or whatever, but 800 crystal coins is too much. And also, I like that we can buy these skins with gems, but why can't we buy the robot skins with gems or other skins with gems as well? I think every skin in this game, apart from the crystal coin skins, should have the option to be available to purchase with gems. That's pretty much the way Brawl Stars works, where everything can be purchasable with gems. So why can't we have that be the case in Clash Mini as well? Same thing for emotes. They should be purchasable with gems. It's that way in Clash Royale. We should make it that case in Clash Mini. And to go along with everything being purchasable by gems, make it all cheaper as well. And for number 3, we stay in the shop for another point, and that is talking about the different currencies that the game has to offer. I think there are too many. If you look at the top, we have 8. That is right, 8 different currencies to keep up with. So here's what I would do for these currencies. I would condense the epic, the rare, and the common crown shards all down into one, so that way we just have like hero crown shards that are just universally upgradable across all heroes across all levels. And then I would keep skill shards so that way they upgrade hero skills, and I would also keep star shards for mini skills. And then of course gold, gems, and crystal coins, I think they are all fine the way they are. But having a different crown shard for different stages of heroes, I just don't like that. It's way too much. And when you get to a certain point, certain shards become useless. At this point with my heroes and their levels, I have absolutely no use for common crown shards anymore. So they're just sitting there and accumulating and just doing nothing. If they were all standardized into just one shard, then I could use them across all my heroes and everything would just be a lot better, I think. Again, I think the skill shards and the star shards, having those separate isn't a bad idea. I'm fine with the way that works now, but having the 3 separate shards for hero upgrades, I'm not a fan of it. And on that note, we are done talking about things in the shop. So now we'll move on to actual gameplay things. So the first thing that I want to talk about, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but it is Rumble matchmaking. The matchmaking for Rumble is so bad that I can't play Rumble unless I use my Skeleton King deck. My Skeleton King is level 13 and is the only hero that I can compete with against other max level heroes. Because when I play Rumbles based on my trophy range, I pretty much only get matched up against other level 14 and level 15 heroes. Even though my level 11 Monk should have the advantage against Countess, a level 15 Countess player will beat me. Now, that could be just because I'm bad, but also it's because of the fact that's a 4 level difference. Clash Mini is much better in the sense that it isn't as level dependent as a game like Clash Royale, where you need to be high level to compete in a certain trophy range. But there is a point that it gets to where it is much more difficult to compete. Yes, I can win with my level 11 and level 10 heroes against level 14 and level 15 players, but those cases are few and far between, and it is extremely difficult to do so. And whenever I play Rumble games, it seems like that's all that I get. So I don't know how the Rumble matchmaking differs from dual matchmaking, but whatever it is, they need to change it so that way it's much more fair and I can actually play against people who have similar levels to me. Hey everyone, this is me from the future, and while I was editing this video, I remembered there was something I forgot to talk about, and it involves Rumbles as well. And that is the fact that with gizmos for Rumbles, not every player will have the same 3 gizmos available. Someone can get the pancaker, and I won't have the choice to get the pancaker. And that just sucks. I think all 8 players in a Rumble should have all 3 gizmos be the exact same. Otherwise, it just really isn't that fair. So I just thought I'd add that in really quick. And now on to my last point of this video. I would just like some balance. During the times that I played Clash Mini, which was when the game was first released, and also more recently over the past few months, there has always been one hero that has triumphed overall. Back then, it was the Archer Queen. She was ridiculous. Also, there was a little bit of the Countess. If you didn't use these 2 heroes, you were putting yourself at an automatic disadvantage. There was the Barbarian King 2 Elixir mini deck, in which if you didn't use this deck, you were putting yourself at an automatic disadvantage. And then more recently, the Monk has been the best hero in the game, and if you're not using the Monk, well, I think you know what I'm gonna say. I just want there to be a meta where there is some viability for every single hero at the same time. I don't think it's as much of a problem with the minis. With the heroes, it definitely is a problem. There are some minis though that have stayed really good for a long time and that I would like to see them shake up a bit. Just off the top of my head, there's the Bowler, there's the Dark Goblin, there's the Mini P.E.K.K.A with the Pancaker, there's the Ice Wizard, and then for a little bit, there's been the Healing Ranger as well. So to whoever does the balance changes at Clash Mini, I would just like to see a little more balance between the heroes and a little bit more between the minis as well. As a whole, I think Clash Mini is still in a relatively solid spot and on pace for a global release at some point during 2023. But in this video, I went over my wish list for things that I would like to be fixed in the near future, so that way we can be on better track for a global release, and so that way this game can take over the mobile gaming industry. That's it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.